But in an interview a few weeks before the speech, I asked actor Danny Glover about his view of the president.
I read an op-ed where the writer said, in the Washington Post today, the writer said, look here, we have your back. We gave you 98% of our votes. We have your back. We gave you 95% this past election. We have the right to be, and not only our right in supporting you, but our right is in a democracy to disagree. You know, we have the right to do that. I think it's important. I think it's critical for our own political maturity that we criticize him constructively. You know, we don't want to, so why? You're the president of America, not just black people, but we're not criticizing it based upon just black people. We're criticizing you on the state of the country itself. You're the president of America. Yes, you are. But we're going to talk about, what about drone and the whole moral dynamic around drones, drone warfare. You know, we're going to say, what is this whole argument about a fiscal cliff? You know, and all of us tried to dissect it and give some real importance to it, but we don't have to, all we have to do is go back to Keynesian economics. Keynesian economics, that system, an economic law, ideas that came with fiscal spending on the one hand, and the other hand using the government spending. Those are ways in which we can get out of this crisis. We create jobs. We have the capacity, using our own imagination, to create the jobs that are necessary. And if we need to create jobs because we don't have manufacturing jobs, read the books. There are many writers, I don't care if it's David Corden or is Jeremy Rifkin, who talk about the new vision of work. How do we now use the government as a way, use our power, use our imagination to re-envision work? What did the Germans do during the crisis? They had a process where they re-envisioned work. In this sense. And they were the ones who did best out of all the European powers in the EU within the crisis itself. So we have to find these kind of ways. But if we're absent, if we're talking about this in some sort of, the process that we talk about this is the process that we rely on these fixed ideas of what we can and cannot do. We're going to lose out all the time.